What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and today I have a replay. I just played against GeistD. I was on Turbo, he was on CC, I think. It was a pretty good match. He's actually first in the ladder. I was in fifth, and it boosted me up one, so I like that. That was great. Yeah, we're gonna just jump right into it. I'll show the list maybe after the match, possibly, but let's see. So I think I did win the die roll here, which is nice, I think. Yeah. Probably misplayed this game big time, but is what it is. I opened Duo, Night Assailant, Trap Dust Shoot, Ring, Tribe, and Chaos Sork. He's got Goat, Double Jar, Swap, Tribe. So probably here, when you get these two cards, a lot of people say you should, wait for the Dust Shoot. Obviously, I probably should have waited, but if I would have done that, he would have just set everything here, and I don't think this duo would have got much value. Maybe it would have, but I feel like I would have just sat on it too long. So I went for the ladder play by just going for it, and I got punished big time for it. So I instantly just fired the duo, just saying, screw it, why not? I roll a 2, I pick the Tribe, which is unfortunate, and he throws out a jar. Decide to set Night Assailant, set Ring, set Dust Shoot, pass. He does draw BLS, and he uses Return Player Priority and activates Scapegoat. So this is what I'm talking about. This really sucks here. At least I would have been able to Dust Shoot him, and I could have picked up the Tribe, and I would have probably got, like, Swap and, no, he would have played Swapping that anyway. So he would have, yeah, I don't know. I would have at least got BLS out of his hand. I don't know how that would have went if it would have been like that. Maybe I just set Dust Shoot and just passed, to be honest. But I draw into Sinister here. This is another play that I think I probably threw, to be honest. I probably should have just put this token in attack mode and just swung right into this Night Assailant. I decided not to do that and tried to like bait him into flipping it and setting Sinister, which is probably a wrong play because no one's just going to flip the Night Assailant and flip the monster. But then again, you could play like mind games, like set a deco here and like makes him think that it's something big and it's not going to work out. So, yeah, but I decided to just do this. I probably should have just honestly just summoned this Sinister, switch to go after a token, and then run into the Night Assailant and let him pick token or this because I didn't have the ring. I think I would have been in a lot better spot if I did do that, but I decided just to set Sinister and pass. He draws in a knock, so yep, got huge punish by doing that. You hate to see it. So all around the board, I am messing up this game one for sure. He jars into DD, which is a great card here. And he just goes right for it here. And knocks. And he gets my Sinister. See, he would have never had that knock right there if I just did what I was supposed to do. So right there, I definitely misplayed for sure. That's the oopsie meter number one, if there would be a meter on this thing. Drawing a knock here, so now I'm just like going forward here where I just want to like kind of simplify the game state some, pitch the sort, get rid of the tokens. Probably should have just knocked here and then just ring the DD. I don't know why I'm keeping this ring and then just get him for damage here. Probably would have been a lot better play. So again, I'm throwing completely. So and then I don't even knock this Night Assailant. And then he draws into Sangan, which is really rough here. So this sucks again, and just goes right in for 1,000 at me. So yeah, I'm just messing up all kinds of different ways here. I draw in the Book of Moon, which isn't great. He finds Breaker. So he was talking about top decking. He was just top decking like every card that he needed to counter my terrible plays, which is obviously good for him, bad for me. So I get the ring here, and he gets in for 1,000 again, and it put me at 4,400. And now I draw into Spy, so I pretty much have to just go knock that, and just set the book, and again, he top decks again, Thunder Dragon, so he's like, talk about my top decks. But when you watch this, guys, the game one, you top deck a lot of shit. Now, mind you, I was misplaying like crazy, I get that, but you were just like, to have the BLS, to find the Thunder Dragon right here, is just crazy. Like, he's literally just walled up here. And this is going to put me right back into the game, I feel like, with this Spy lock. Like, I probably should have just summoned Spy and swung over to saying and said, screw it with Book of Moon. But again, I got greedy again, thinking he's going to run into it, and I just get punished instantly because he has the BLS. So I'm like, damn, everything just going wrong here. And then He does banish finally, and he decides to, which is a play that he questioned himself while making, to tribute the BLS here. He's thinking that maybe one of these are snatch, but so yeah, he decides to go for the tribute BLS, which I mean, I guess it could be right if I have snatch, but I mean, I'm super low. It's like, you got it, you got it. I draw into Faith here, so I decided to set that. He top decks again, another card that's going to really help him out here, because I literally could have just, like, booked this and maybe got knockback or something. But now I'm just, like, fighting for a Chaos Monster here. I get back Upstart, I have 2 draws to find Chaos, and saying in, and he gets in for 1600. I decide to book a Moon it, because I have to. I'm at 800. I find Heavy Storm, which isn't that great, and then I go Upstart into Breaker, which is pretty good because I do have this Dust Shoot here. So I just gonna summon this Breaker. I know it gets rid of Ashura, and he's literally just top decking, and this will, if I hit this thing in here, it will make my Dust Shoot live. So I do decide to go for that play right there. And looking really bad at the spot, but he does get Yugioh, so obviously I'm going to put that back with Trap Dust Shoot. And he does top deck again, Metamorphosis, just like the perfect God card. So boom, he gets me this game because he just metas here for Reaper on the Nightmare, and I'm at exactly 800, and that's the game because I find Heavy Storm. So that is very unfortunate there for me. We go into game 2. He instantly does a side deck. I think I side deck, like, I don't know. I don't even know if I side deck, to be honest. I think I put Tarantula in or something. I want to say I probably side Tarantula in. But we're going to go to game 2. This game 2 is insane. Like, the way I thought about this play and to get off of it, like, to get the game shot at the end is just going to be really, really good gameplay here. So, I get to go first. My hand is all Mons. Like, I just always draw all Mons with this fucking turbo deck, I swear to God. Even though I do play a lot of them, but I open Double Spy, Upstart, Tsukiyomi, Night Sail, and Thunder Dragon. He's got meta heavy Upstart, DD, and Mirror Force, so I just go for the Thunder Dragon play here. Discard both of them. Go ahead and grab 2. And I decide to Upstart Goblin. And he gains 1,000. Again, I just draw all the monsters. Set the Spy, pass. He goes Upstart. He draws in the Breaker here. And decides to set Breaker and set set Mirror Force, set DD pass. Again, I draw into another monster, Sangin, which is just like, Jesus Christ, do I play any traps? Do I play any spells at this point? Like, 1 Upstart. So I just go for the Spy here in defense and decide just to attack to see what it is. And it is a DD Warrior Lady. I'll take the 400. He decides not to vanish, which probably makes sense. And then I decided to set Deco and just pass here. He finds his own Spy, so this is kind of like a Wally up game right here. He just sets a Spy, passes. I draw into Chaos Sork, another fucking monster. I'm like, Jesus, this is just getting, like, crazy. Like, just straight mods. So I flip Deco, I draw into another monster, Deco. It's like, Jesus, I mean, it's just getting, like, Dylan Book, are you fucking serious at this point? So I do decide to tribute for this Thunder Dragon here, tribute the Spy, put in the Dark and Graveyard, and I just get a little aggressive here and banish the DD Warrior Lady. Just saying screw it, try to get in, and I do run right into a Spy, which is unfortunate. But he doesn't have a lot going on here, so this is okay for me at the moment. And I just pass. He does draw Minecon, which again, another great top deck for him. He would have literally had nothing for this Sork here, and I could have banished, flip, run right into Mirror Force, and been on my way to getting crushed. Instead, he does find Minecon, and just banishes it right away, so that's out, and he just passes. I draw into another monster, fucking Breaker, so now at this point I'm just like, this is just getting ridiculous. So I just set the Sangin, not really sure why I did this. I just didn't want to draw into another monster with decode and, like, have to discard for turn or something. So I do decide to set the Sangin. He finds Upstart, he Upstarts an Scapegoat. Not really that great for him, he just passes. I draw into another monster, fucking Chaos Sork, like, just straight monster mash, like, this is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck, Robo? So I do decide this time to tribute the Sangin for the Thunder Dragon here. And I grab Sinister. I think I played this one pretty well versus how I threw the game 1. So, and I discard Sinister and just pass. He finds Sengen, which is pretty okay for him. He gets to set Sengen and pass. I draw on a Pot of Greed. Okay, this is not a monster, but here we go. 2 Pot of Greed into Regeki Break and Jar. So now we're starting to maybe see some good shit here. So I decided just to set both of those. Go into battle, run into the set. It is that Sengen. And now I decide just to go Tsukiyomi here, main phase 2, flip it up, draw. I do draw a Dust Shoot, which is pretty nice. So I get to see his hand. Do have to discard Sinister for turn. And he draws into the Faith. And I Dust Shoot. And I do decide to set the Faith back. Because I just feel like it's his light. And I don't want him Sork to be live. So he could literally just like set this, maybe get Sork on or something. Could have maybe set Sinister instead. But I just literally don't have an out for this. So, like, if he sets the Fate even, I could literally be in trouble. And I'm playing, like, a battle with, do I want to Regeki Break? Do I not want to Regeki Break? So I just think the safest play there is to send back the Fate. Again, he doesn't have a lot going on. He does summon Breaker here. And I just say, okay, that's fine. And he goes for the pop here. And he picks Jar. I do chain the Jar into another monster, BLS. So I'm just like, what the hell is this? I mean, somehow I could maybe find game, but like I could only have 2 zones open here. So like to get him for 9K is just like really tough. I'm just begging for Tribe at this point. Like if I find Tribe, then yeah, I'm off to the races. I could just go Tribe, pop this, BLS Sork, flip both of these, swing that about a win. That was the plan, but it just wasn't coming in. Tribe just wasn't getting to my hand. I drew every monster but Tribe, matter of fact. Like, so I go into Graceful, and I draw into Graceful, grab back a Sinister, and now I'm just like, I have to find Tribe here, right? Like, there's just no way I cannot. Like, I have to find Tribe. So I go Graceful. He says, okay, I draw Fate, I draw Snatch, and I draw Heavy. So again, I just don't have, like, maybe there's a way I can find Lethal here. I was thinking, like, maybe Snatch steal one of these, go Heavy Storm, put him in attack mode, which I probably maybe could have done that this turn. I feel like there's a way to get game right here from this position with this graveyard with 2 Darks and Gray. But then again, I don't have 2 lights. So I don't think I could have done it. To be honest, I'd have to get Sork on the field somehow. So I decided just to discard, I think, Sinister and Night Assailant, I want to say. And I decided to get back Deco. And now it's just like, where's Tribe? And like I can end this game. I could just go Storm, fucking boom bop, and just get him with Tribe. But unfortunately, I don't have Tribe, so I do decide to crash the Breakers here. Decide to crash Thunder Dragon, putting the light in Graveyard. So that will give me the 1 light. So that worked out right there. And decide just to set Spy, and I decide to discard Deco and discard Fate. And I just pass. So this kind of questioned GeistD for a minute, but I was literally setting him up for a play where I could just go like heavy, have both lights in Graveyard, and get in, and like hopefully get through Scapegoat because I do have heavy. Because like if I clear one of these, then he's gonna chain Scapegoat, so it's just like tough. So he does find Graceful Charity here, and I'm pretty sure he just fires that off right away. I won't say no, he doesn't. He goes for the meta play here, so I'm like, all right. So again, that's kind of tough for me because it's like, what can I really do? How can I find game? Tribe Infecting Virus again. Still searching for Tribe, begging, like, please God, give me Tribe. And I think he just passes because he doesn't want to use Graceful because he has a Sinister. He wants to do it next turn. I draw Jar Agree. Again, not Tribe. Literally 26 cards into my deck and just not finding Tribe. Very frustrating. So I decided to set Jar of Greed here. I could just like, I don't think, he knows I have Souk. I'm saying he knows I have Souk, so I could just like go summon, put this down, swing into it. But I just like feel like if I just set Sinister here, maybe I can get him into like going to Souk and wasting his normal summon or something. And like I'm not really worried about dying and him killing me at 9,000. Like it's a possibility. It could happen, I guess. Like I'm worried about like I'm thinking I'm gonna lose this game, to be honest. It's just like I'm just over not drawing Tribe at this point. So he finds Jar of Greed and he grabs a Sinister back, and now he decides to Graceful into double Thunder Dragon and swap. So this is really tilting him at the moment because he just drew double TD off of Graceful, which is really rough for him. And so bad, yeah, he's like, oh, what? You set a spy, but discard him off a deco. Like, what the hell? Yeah. Confused the shit out of him, but it worked out. So he sets Jar, and I think he just passes here. I draw a knock, so again, I'm just like, where the fuck is Tribe? Like, this is just ridiculous. Even with the Tribe here, I could still maybe get him for game. And I don't think, yeah, I didn't see Ring either. Like, I can't even see Ring. Like, this is just ridiculous. So, now in my head, I don't know why, I go Jar Greed here, and I draw an MST, and now this play is really questionable. I probably shouldn't have fired this Heavy Storm here. And he changed Jar on me instantly, and I'm just like, alright, this is fine. He draws to another Scapegoat, so now I'm just like, alright. And now I decide just to put the Thousand Eyes down and just swing into it. And I set the MST and just pass with 6 in hand. And he gets a Sinister Serpent back. And I think he just sets 2 here. It passes, I want to say. And I end up getting him next turn. Yeah. So he just sets 2. I end phase, go for the Scapegoat, which is great. I draw him to knock here, and I'm just running numbers here. And I'm just like, alright, let's do this. Let's summon Breaker here. And this is 9,300. So he's really surprised when this happens. But I ran the numbers, and I'm like, alright, let's do it. So I just pop the set. Hope that it's not TT. And I just go knock my own monster, switch that, drop Chaos Sork, drop BLS, Snatch Steal, the Spy, and boom, 9,300 in one turn. Just like really getting in there. So that was really clutch right there to find that game shot with no Tribe and no Ring. Like, that was really nice right there against Control. So really was proud of myself for that little play right there that I found out in my head. Had the cards to work with it, and no Tribe, no Ring. Somehow winning. So we're going to game 3 here. Let's see what happens. Not sure how I decided, to be honest. Don't remember. But he will get to go first this game. And he said I should have set more back row. Yep. So yeah, I said I had to think a bit for that one. So he opened Scapegoat. Freaking damn termites flying around in my damn house. Scapegoat, Ring, Breaker, Jar, Regeki Break. And he draws the Warrior late return. Decides to set the Jar and set the Ring here. So I'm surprised he didn't just like set Jar, set Scapegoat. But if he does that, then he just locks himself. So I have a pretty good hand here, though. Dust Shoot, Thunder Dragon, Spy, Upstart, Tribe, Heavy. So I do just decide to just discard both of Thunder Dragons. This game's pretty crazy too as well. I go Upstart, and against my better judgment, I do decide just to go Heavy here. Only reason why I do this is because I just don't want to get MST'd. I understand he probably has like Jar or fucking Scapegoat or whatever. But if he has that, I do have the Tribe, and I have the Knock to get rid of all the tokens. So I'm just like, let me just do that. It's the best play. So I decided just to set Spy, set Dust Shoot. He does draw a Knock for turn. Again, top decking his ass off. And I decided to send the Ashura Priest because I have an answer for Breaker. And I don't really, nothing I can do. So obviously his play here is just going to knock here. And he does go for the Breaker with no value here, just trying to get a damage. Which is fine, I guess. But, like, And he just passes. I don't really like this right here, just passing. I guess it kind of makes sense, but I instantly just go, I draw him to break return. So I go Tribe here, pitch, and I get it for 1,600. And decide to set Regeki Break and just pass. He draws Meta for turn, and now he decides to set everything. And I have Regeki Break. I could just go for like one of these right now, Regeki Break, but I feel like it's better just to let him go into meta if he has meta and then just hit 1,000 Eyes. And then it forces him to like Regeki Break or something. So I get him for 16. He doesn't change anything. He goes in phase, Scapegoat. Now I'm kind of worried about Creature Swap. Creature Swap would be kind of tough here, but you just got to go for it. He does have the meta here, so it is actually paid off. So I will just train Regeki Break on that, popping that. And now he sets Jar and passes. I draw on a Deco, give him a thumbs up. I Jar into Upstart. I Upstart then deck. And decide to keep Mirror Force here instead of Deco. Just thinking maybe he has like another knock or something, or he has been on mind control, so I did see mind control. And now he goes draws singing, draws into upstart, draws to a dead duo, which is nice. But at least he can discard that with the break that I know he has. I do draw into ring here. I just go right to battle here, swing. He grabs his sinister, and decide not to set the ring here, which I probably should have set the ring. He does draw a knock here, which is pretty dead at the moment. And now he decides to set the knock and set the break. I do top deck into BLS, and at this point, I'm just going to go for it because I know this is probably Sinister or it's something similar to it, and I just want to get rid of it. Now I know he's got break, he's probably going to break here, but if he has stat, I can just ring, and I have Mirror Force behind me. He top decks again, pot of greed, so this is tough for me. I'm like, damn it. And he does find Tribe and Eco. He goes Regeki Break, discards the dead duo. And I think he just sets Eco, I want to say. It passes here, yeah. I draw an Night Assailant, which isn't the greatest, but it's still okay. I go to battle, run into it, and he says okay. He does find a Sheriff Priest. I set the Night Assailant pass. And he summons a Sheriff Priest, tries to get in here, decide to Mirror Force it, because I'm like, I gotta get in here with Tribe. Might as well do it. And he does have the knock, gets rid of my Night Assailant. I banish another one. I draw into Faith here, which is a pretty good draw. I try to get him for 16. He does have the Mirror Force. Activates Mirror Force. I still have this ring here. I set the Faith pass. He finds Thunder Dragon. He goes Tribe hit. Now at this point, I'm like, if I ring here and he finds BLS, I have no answer for BLS. My life's pretty high. I'm just gonna save this ring, and like I can't get punished by Duo or anything. Duo's already gone, so I'm like, I'm just not gonna ring here. I don't see a reason to ring, so I do just let the Fate go. I grab Upstart. Problem is I have no darks in graveyard. I only have lights, which is tough. And it is Thunder Dragon, so he discards both of them. Passes. I draw on a Duo. Go Upstart and a knock, which is pretty dead. Now at this point, I'm like, I guess I can't win this game. It's gonna be tough. But I do have to knock here. I have to Duo here because Graceful's gone. Like, Graceful's not gone, I mean. And look at this. Next turn he draws Graceful. So thank God I used Duo. I always want a Duo, even if it's Thunder Dragon's known. Because, look, if I want a Duo there, if I wanted your Duo, this game would have been totally different. Because now he has Graceful. And he goes into battle. I do just decide to ring this time. I'm like, fuck it. I might as well just do it. Probably should have did it last turn, but... And now he just passes. I draw on a Deco. And now I'm getting a little risky here. I do summon the Deco. Because I'm like, well... my reason for doing this is because I feel like Mind Control is still a card. And the knocks are gone. And it's like, if I just set it... I'm just going to get Mind Con and he's going to summon something and just kill me. So I just said, screw it, let me just go for it here. And I set the knock and pass. He draws into Judgment. He activates Graceful Charity that he had last turn. He draws into Mimic, Torrential, and Goat. So now I'm just like, thank God. I mean, when he didn't, I thought he had BLS. It was just over. He was just going to go bomb, summon it, and it's over. He would have literally won if he found BLS. But he couldn't draw it, so... He does decide to discard Scapegoat. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think it's Scapegoat Torrential he discards, which is great for me. And he does decide to keep the Solemn around here. And boom. And I draw on a Deco, which is just a great draw here because now I can just see Torrential's gone, Mirror Force is gone, everything's gone here. He does think about it for a minute. And he just, no matter what, he has Solemn here. So it's like if he Solemns, as long as his Deco gets through, which it should because Spies are gone, and he's not on Night Assailant, so I'm going to get this win. And this is great. So let's see. He does think about it forever and does decide to Solemn it, which makes sense because you want to get the draw off. And I just summoned this Deco. And he's very upset, but that's just the way the clique crumbles. So sick, man. I say GG's. And that's just the way it is. And he finds Tsukiyomi and Snatch next turn. Next draw. The Soup would have been a good draw there. Versus versus Mimic, yeah. But yep, that's just how you do it. He's number 1 on the ladder. I'm 4th. Doing pretty good. Having a really good season. Looking forward to playing Worlds. Looking forward to playing Clash of Champions this month. Yeah, just gonna try to be making videos more often on this channel. If y'all enjoyed this replay right here, hit the like, hit the sub. Yeah, that being said, y'all have a good day or night. Peace out. Bye.